Believe it or not, a surprising number of DIY concrete projects go wrong because of one simple thing: the concrete mix. We're talking cracks, crumbling, and a whole lot of frustration. You see, concrete isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Getting the mix right is crucial. It's the foundation of a successful project, literally. Now you might be thinking, Mike, concrete is just cement, sand, and gravel, right? Well, yes and no. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Just like a good recipe needs the right proportions of ingredients, concrete needs the right balance of its components. And that's where things often go sideways. You've probably heard the old saying, 1, 2, 3. That's all you need to know for concrete. 1 part cement, 2 parts sand, 3 parts aggregate. Sounds easy, right? Well, this age-old ratio might be simple, but it's not always the best approach. In fact, it can often lead to problems. This essay is all about busting that myth and showing you how to find the right concrete mix for your specific project. We're going to dive into the science behind concrete, explore the roles of each ingredient, and conduct some experiments to see how different mixes perform. By the end, you'll have the knowledge to mix concrete like a pro. Let's break down the key players in the concrete game: cement. This is the glue that holds everything together. When mixed with water, it undergoes a chemical reaction called hydration, which causes it to harden and bind the other materials. Sand. Think of sand as the fine aggregate. It fills in the gaps between the larger aggregate particles, creating a smoother and more workable mix. Aggregate. This is the muscle of your concrete. It provides strength and bulk. Aggregate can be anything from gravel to crushed stone, depending on the desired strength and appearance. Getting the right proportions of these ingredients is key to achieving the desired strength, durability, and workability of your concrete. Water might seem like a simple ingredient, but it plays a crucial role in the concrete mixing process. It's what activates the cement and allows it to bind with the other materials. But too much water can weaken the concrete, while too little will make it difficult to work with. This is where the concept of workability comes in. Workability refers to how easy the concrete is to mix, pour, and finish. You want a mix that is fluid enough to be placed properly, but not so runny that it segregates or loses its shape. Experiment 1. Challenging the 1:2:3 ratio, richer versus leaner mixes. For our first experiment, we're putting the 1:2:3 myth to the test. We'll create 3 different concrete mixes. First, the control, which is our classic 1:2:3 mix. Next, the rich mix, with a higher proportion of cement for increased strength. And finally, the lean mix, with a lower proportion of cement for a more economical option. We'll pour these mixes into molds and let them cure for a specific period. Then, we'll test their compressive strength to see how they compare. This will show us if a richer mix truly translates to greater strength, and if a leaner mix can still get the job done for certain applications. Experiment 2, horses for courses, tailoring mixes for different applications. Not all concrete projects are created equal. A concrete footing for a retaining wall needs to be much stronger than a decorative garden path. That's why our second experiment focuses on tailoring concrete mixes for different applications. We'll create specific mixes for high-strength applications, like footings and foundations, where load-bearing capacity is critical. Then, general-purpose applications, such as patios, walkways, and driveways, where moderate strength and durability are required. And finally, decorative applications, like countertops and planters, where aesthetics are a primary concern. By comparing the performance of these mixes, we'll demonstrate the importance of choosing the right mix for the job. No silver bullet. Choosing the right concrete mix for your project. As our experiments will show, there's no single best concrete mix for every situation. The ideal mix depends on the specific requirements of your project. Here's a simple guide to help you choose the right mix. Consider the load. Heavy loads, like those found in foundations, require stronger mixes with higher cement content. Think about exposure. Outdoor applications exposed to the elements need durable mixes that can withstand freeze-thaw cycles and factor in aesthetics. For decorative projects, you might prioritize a smoother finish or a specific color, which can influence your choice of aggregates and admixtures. Concrete confessions. Share your experiences and experiment. Concrete might seem like a simple material, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. The key takeaway is this: don't be afraid to experiment. Try different mixes, test their properties, and find what works best for you. And most importantly, share your findings with others. The more we share our knowledge and experiences, the better equipped we'll be to tackle any concrete project that comes our way. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to concrete.